I really want to introduce you, but I think you introduce your own name better than anyone else.
I do. Sure do. Well, I do the thing.
Tell the people who you are.
Well, my name is Brinsley McNamara, and welcome to the You Havin Us On podcast.
That's good. I like that.
I mean, I couldn't say the Weird Anna podcast. It's not what this is, you know.
Is your name really Brinsley McNamara?
Yeah, 100%.
McNamara.
Some people pronounce it McNamara.
Because that's an Irish poet as well, though, isn't it? And writer.
So the guy you're thinking of, his real name was not Brinsley McNamara.
No.
His real name was John Weldon.
Yeah.
But his pen name was Brinsley McNamara. He's from Westmeath, where I'm from.
That's what I thought. I thought you were doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's not. Your name really is that.
No, okay, I lied there. No, my name's not really that. It's just, I've always like, because, you know, I always say, no, it's actually a pen name. But then I thought, you know what, I should lie at least one time and say it actually is my real name. My parents were just hippies and that's why they called me.
Yeah.
But then I was like, no, I thought you were called Brinsley.
But then I was like, I don't like being disingenuous. It doesn't feel like a nice thing.
Yeah,
you know?
have you ever said that before?
I'm not going to be disingenuous. Sorry, say again?
Have you ever said it before? Have you ever?
Oh, no. I always say it's not my real name, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I've never said my real name.
Do you know what? When I looked at you the first time today, I said to myself, this man isn't a liar. I don't think he lies about his name. The only thing he lies about is his name.
I came back, didn't I?
Exactly.
You know?
A true liar wouldn't have admitted that.
Huh?
A true liar would not have admitted that.
I know, it makes you feel bad.
It does,
you know what I mean?
It
I didn't
does.
like it there. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, tell the truth all the time. That man is not in a dress.
Oh, fuck,
that man is in a big white t-shirt and, tracksuit bottoms. You know what I mean?
Have you ever said your real name?
No. Well, I mean, not on the air.
It's a secret.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not to my friends, but, you know.
Can we guess it?
Go ahead. I won't tell if you're right or not.
Can we have two guesses each? You have to tell us who's closer.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that.
So wait, are you going the first name and the last name, or because neither of them are?
No, just
really
the first. Just the first.
Just the first. Okay. And you both get two.
Two each, please.
Two each, please. And I'm going to tell you at the end, after both you've given two guesses, which one's closer.
Okay.
So you're not necessarily going to know which of your two is closer.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
we go one each and then a little hint?
No. Go ahead. This is the way we're doing it.
So I go, you go.
Okay.
You go, I go, you go, I go.
No, you go first. This is your idea, pal.
Jamie.
Okay.
Anthony.
Okay.
Oh, the Jamie, he said okay, slower for you.
For Jamie might be close then.
Anthony is very quick to say no.
I didn't say no, I said okay.
Oh, yeah.
I love that laughing, that's glad.
I don't know,
Just because of Mullingar and One Direction here, I'm going to go with Niall.
Okay.
Oh, an Irish name does sound right, especially
Oh, he has an Irish name.
Yeah, because if he's doing Irish stuff...
Can I have one more guess?
No, get away! Tell him to
you know
fuck off.
what? If you go first, you can have Jeffo's guess.
Okay, perfect.
Wait, what?
Quick.
Podrick.
Okay.
Hey, what the fuck happened there?
I don't know. Look, he took command. What can I say? It was out of my power, Jeffo.
Wait, what is it?
Huh?
Who was the closest?
Who was the closest?
Well, I only got one fucking guess over here, Brinsley.
He was closer. Connor was closer. Yeah, because he had three.
Odds were in my favour, man.
Ireland, was it?
What? Ireland?
Aaron.
Oh, Aaron.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I hate, man? Do you ever see, you probably met loads of people that say this now. How do you say the name of this country?
Oh, I say Ireland. This comes up all the time.
You do say Ireland, do you?
I do say Ireland, yeah.
Man, I hate that.
Really? You hate it? Go ahead, say it. Tell me what you say.
Ireland.
Huh?
Ireland.
One at a time.
Me?
Yeah.
Ireland.
Do you get to answer 4 questions now? We don't get any.
Well, okay, you can say the name of this country twice now to compensate.
Ireland.
Okay.
Don't say it slow. You don't say it like that.
Now say it fast.
Don't tell me how to say it.
I know how you say it.
Ireland. You wear that today because we're doing Weird Ireland. You wore a green yoke.
Yeah. Or green for the man.
Go ahead, let's get another one.
Ireland.
Okay, groovy. You guys say it the same, I guess, more or less. Yeah. I don't know. I honestly thought until I made the channel that every single person in the country pronounced it Ireland, and I never once analysed that. I just assumed everyone did because everyone I knew growing up does. And and then everyone started making fun of it when I was kind of like, making videos and that. And then I was like, well, hang on a second. Like, how does everyone else say it? I just assumed everyone says Ireland. And then I had to analyse my friends, and then I came to realise, no, about more than half my friends say I can't even really say Ireland.
You nearly said it.
Ireland?
Yeah.
And then...
Serious asking us if that's how you say it.
I don't know if it sounds very American. You have to say the word ire like something you really don't like in land, you know?
Yeah, but you say it, to people like you say it as in, which I kind of like as well, it's kind of like Ireland.
Yeah, that's what I always thought. That's why I always thought everyone in Ireland says Ireland. Because,
that's pretty cool.
Because it's like our land, you know?
Yeah.
But Yeah, it's a pretty funny thing. I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, but no, less than half my friends actually say it the way I do. Actually, it turns out, but
And
it is
before
a
the-
bit more where I'm from.
And before the page, you would have never even copied that.
I honestly assumed every single person in Ireland said Ireland, and only people from the USA said Ireland.
Funny, isn't it?
I honestly assumed that until I was like 31.
What made you
never stop
start?
learning?
Huh?
Well, go ahead, you first.
What made you start the on the page?
Well, it's kind of like this. I can't sing and I can't dance and I can't computer program. So I kind of thought, maybe I can like make content, present and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all true. I can't sing, I can't dance, and I can't computer program. But yeah, I don't know. I never had a career in my life. I worked as a cook for a long time. Worked as a housekeeper. Worked as an English language teacher.
Couldn't say Ireland.
Huh?
You're an English language teacher.
Yeah, but like abroad, that kind of thing.
So what, you've been teaching English in different countries?
Yeah.
Class, man.
Yeah, I did that for a little bit. I didn't like it, but I don't know. I always liked exploring when I was like, especially even when I was a child, like exploring like old abandoned like churches and graveyards in Ireland and that, and particularly in Westmeath, and I was always big into history. I remember when I was a child. Do you remember the horrible history magazines?
Yeah.
Do you remember those? I was a huge
They were
collector of
classic,
those. I
yeah.
was obsessed with those. And even the books, because the books came out before the magazines. But I only had a few of those. The magazines I had all of, and it became a TV show after that I've never seen, because I was like, when I was an adult, those came out. But even before that, I was big into history. I thought Time Team was the hottest show on television. Do you remember that one?
Don't remember that.
It
No.
was, do you know when Gordon Ramsay on Kitchen Nightmares goes to save a restaurant and he's 3 days to do it?
Yeah.
So like Time Team is where like in Britain, like a group of archaeologists have 3 days to excavate an archaeological site and find everything they can in it. And a guy called Tony Robinson, have you seen Blackadder?
No, oh, that sounds
You know,
familiar.
the TV show from the 80s where it's always like historical, like comedy and that kind of thing. He's an actor in that. He's not really an archaeologist or historian at all, I don't think. He's an actor and a presenter, but he presented. But like anyone that likes like kind of history stuff, he's like the man. He's like, Tony Robinson's totally the man. And even, yeah, I know, it's so nerdy. And even like, and even before the horrible histories, I was huge into Time Teams. I was huge into history. And I don't know, I always thought it was something I always wished I could do, was like, make videos about like, I don't know, different stuff like that, and like get it out there and that. And even when I was a teenager, I was big into Louis Theroux, like the documentary maker.
Yeah.
I was huge into Louis Theroux when I was a teenager, and
He's
he was
class, to
still
be fair.
he was still making documentaries when I was a teenager. He's only just started coming back doing it now recently, with the Manosphere one. But he was pumping them out back then. But he was doing one since the 90s, like, but they were really nuts ones back then.
Yeah,
and,
I was saying some. I
and I was
only watched
obsessed with
one
all them.
recently. I'm not even going to talk about what it was about.
Go ahead, go on.
No, it's not like it's
Makes
fucking.
me
No,
mad.
I know what. I'm not going to
I
make
think
up.
I know what it is.
I don't
I'm
need
not
to
gonna
make up
repeat
what it
it,
is.
yeah.
It's fucked up, whatever it was.
There's a lot of fucked up ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I can imagine, to be honest. Yeah,
Have you seen Drunk History? Have you ever watched that?
is this the one where Louis Theroux's like doing?
No, it's not
alcoholics?
Lough Ree. It's just Comedy Central. They get comedians sat down and make them really drunk.
Somebody's made reference to this regarding one of my videos one time.
Oh,
Actually,
man,
yeah, because
it's-
people say I talk too fast, so whenever they do that, I make a video where I just slow it down by 25% and repost it, and then say, "Oh, this is my favorite episode, Drunk History." But that's the only time I've ever heard of it.
It's so
Yeah.
good. So they get like a comedian, right? They fill them up with as much drink as they want, and then they go, right, now tell us the story about, and then they give them 1916 Rising, and then
Yeah.
they have to explain it. But then when it's reenacted out on the screen, they have like actors play it out and stuff like that. So they'll be like, and then he came in and he said, go fuck yourself. And the actor actually says those words because your man has said it. It's class.
Class.
Very
I haven't
good
seen
for
that. I'll
history.
check it out. To be honest, I've heard reference made to it.
Yeah.
Do you know Chris Stefano, the comedian?
Who?
Chris Stefano.
No, don't think so. No.
He has a good podcast with another comedian, History Hyenas. Same thing. It's
What,
history.
they just like cackle and make noises like that and talk about history.
Basically, man. Yeah.
Yeah, hyenas. That's what you said.
Hyenas, yeah.
Okay, like in Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we could have a good competition here. Who speaks faster, me or you? Because
You're not winning that, Connor. I tell you that. I can tell you that much.
It's the thing I get told all the time, man. I speak so fast. Because when you were speaking before I even brought that up, I did think you're speaking fast. And I said, man, ask me own heart.
Oh, I've had Spanish speakers say to me, "You speak really, really fast in Spanish." Like
Even in Spanish, you speak
recently.
fast?
Really fast, really, really fast. Yeah.
But they do kind of speak fast, don't they? Like,
I figured out when I was learning Spanish that if you talk quickly, they can't hear your mistakes. So I would talk really, really fast, which I do naturally anyways, and I just kept it up.
nice.
Just go back to how you started, because
Yeah.
I'm curious. I actually don't really know a lot about you. I don't know if that's a bad thing to say.
Yeah.
But what was the first video you done, or what? Like, what was the first thing you kind of started to?
Give me a minute. No, give me a minute here. I know what it is. It's just for some reason it's just evading me
Like,
right
was there
now.
anything that you particularly went towards doing? Like you said,
Why
castles.
is this falling out of my head? That's such a good question, even though it's something I should say to you like that. Damn, what was the first Weird Ireland video? Oh, it was the Rocket doing a mace in County Laois. It was the Rocket doing a mace is a castle. Is a castle fortress on a natural outcrop rock outside Portlaoise town, and I haven't thought about this in so long. I don't even remember.
This is bad
everything
memories
about
and ring them up here.
But it's just it happens to me really often. Somebody asks me about a video, and some videos I can tell you about readily like that very easily, and some of them I'll know half about. And sometimes somebody will ask me about something, I'll be like, oh, I haven't thought of that in like 2 years. I don't remember a lot about it, to be honest. But I know for sure the first one was the Rocket doing a maze outside Portlaoise town in County Portlaoise. Yeah.
What is the
County
Rocket?
Laois, pardon me.
What's the Rocket doing in Vey? What's that?
It's well, the rock in general is a natural rock outcrop, but atop of this natural rock outcrop is God, is it Normandy? I think it is Normandy. I think it is 12th century castle, and it's abandoned now. And it's free to visit and open every day of the year as well. Actually, God, when I was there, there's very, very little parking, though. I will say that about it. But
I don't think when they were building the castle they particularly thought about car parks.
no, I don't think it entered their mind. Even you'd be against parking. You could park siege machinery there and all this sort of thing. You'd want it to be like as unadvantageous as possible, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
No, that was the first video. I totally forgot. I completely forgot about that until you said that right now. And I've only done like a handful of videos on Laois, even though it's not that far away from me, to be honest.
I've never been to Laois before.
Do you know what about Laois? Here's a word you might be able to help me out here. You know when you hear the word Laois,
Yeah,
and it's a county.
yeah.
Do you know what comes to my mind? Laois Hire. There's one for you. No,
Well,
Laois
like
Hire.
people who haul cars.
Is that what they do?
I don't know.
No, I think they do like construction shit. Everywhere you look, it's Laois Hire. What's the story with that?
Like lease to lease.
No,
was it?
Laois Hire. Oh, it could be. No, it's Laois. Laois.
Oh.
But
Have
it's
you-
everywhere.
Have you ever been to Electric Picnic?
No, man.
Really?
No.
Have you?
No, not yet.
Oh, that's in County Laois. That's all a lot of people know Laois for. Yeah, it's in Stradbally, County Laois. Yeah.
Is that all they really have? Like,
They've more, but that'd be a really big internationally known thing about it. That's where Electric Picnic is in Stradbally, Laois. Yeah. I made two videos because like Stradbally just means small town if you translate directly from Irish, and Stradbally, County Laois is where Electric Picnic happens. But there's like several Stradbally towns across Ireland. So over the years, I've made one where I'll be going to Electric Picnic, but I'll be going to like Stradbally, County Kerry, and then I'll be like really confused that the Electric Picnic's not going on, and then I'll like hidden camera ask somebody, is this where Electric Picnic is? And they're like, no, that's in like Laois. And I'm like, oh, sorry.
that's funny.
And then there's one in Waterford and did the same thing there.
Not to get too.
And I like bring a tent and everything with me, like to pretend I'm like.
Oh, you do it? Oh, you proper commit to it.
Yeah,
That's brilliant. I was gonna ask you because we all obviously love Ireland.
Yeah.
So no offense to any county, but have you got a favourite and a worst county that you've been to do something? Just right, do you know what? Answer this as in historically wise. So not actually being there and stuff, but for history.
Best one for history and worst one for history.
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, the funny thing is, I'm from county. What? That's another good laugh at me. Funnily enough, my home county, Westmeath, is not necessarily all that reputable in history. I mean, I remember I did like a free online kind of like talk series to do with the Normans in Ireland. So the Anglo-Norman invasion in the 13th century in Ireland. 12th century in Ireland, and it was the Anglo-Norman occupation, but relative to County Westmeath. But the problem was throughout the entire lecture series, even though it was titled County Westmeath, the guy spent the entire time talking about counties Wicklow and Wexford, which makes sense because those two counties are very, very important to that entire event, whereas Westmeath is really outside of that entire thing, even though that's what he was meant to be talking about. So in a sense, like Westmeath kind of lacks certain things like that. I mean, Irish Civil War and War of Independence history, Revolutionary period in general, which is very, very, very popular, doesn't have that great a prominence in County Westmeath, especially even compared to County Longford just over the border. That has a huge amount of fighting going on in the War of Independence. But in County Westmeath, I've never heard that much about it. It was always, when I made Weird Westmeath, it was like, part of the joke was, it was a place that doesn't get that much attention, and is a place that overall in history is not that significant, but it was being really like jingoistic about the entire thing. It was almost as like a joke. And even though I genuinely feel that way about the place, I love it, you know.
So Westmead is the answer.
Is for both, yeah.
For both.
For everyone.
Your page is Weird Ireland, right? So obviously, do you go out properly looking for weird things, or you just kind of stumble across them?
Both happen. There was like, when I originally started the channel, there was a lot of stuff I had in the bank that I've been recording for like 4 years that eventually went out in it.
You have to put it in the actual bank.
No, just like in my phone, but like, you know, but just, you know, figuratively speaking. You know? But otherwise, as the page got really, really big, I was getting recommendations left, right, and centre. And a lot of them would be really good ones. I remember I went to a festival in County Down called Wake the Giant Festival at Warren Point. And I don't know who recommended it to me. I can't remember, but I ended up going to that. It's a festival in a town in June or July where it's a region of the country that's very involved with Finn McCool legends. And Finn McCool is a giant in all these legends.
Yeah.
And as a result, they parade down the town with really like giant figures of like Finn McCool and other like mythological Irish heroes and that kind of thing. So
For anyone that does not, do you know who Finn McCool is? McCool?
He's on to me.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know who.
All right. Just saying, some people are probably listening and doesn't fucking know that.
Yeah,
like.
not fucking
so.
me.
Just
Go explain
asking.
it. You explain
Am I
who he
right?
is.
Is that the whole thing with the joint for the joint Causeway?
yeah, that's him. Yeah, allegedly. Yeah.
That's a fairly funny. That's one of the most, I think, best like folklore shit.
That's a good
But there's
one.
loads about Fionn McCool though. Now, like it's not
Oh,
just that. There's was he the one with the slitter as well?
That's Cú Chulainn, but
that's Cú
but that
Chulainn,
happens
close.
absolutely all the time. I even joke that that people confuse them two all the time. In Irish mythology, broadly speaking, the two biggest characters are Finn McCool and Cú Chulainn. They do both exist in medieval and older Irish annals of older mythologies, but they are not contemporary figures. And
Who's
they
the salmon of knowledge?
the salmon of knowledge. Have a guess. Which one's him?
Finn McCool.
There you go. Good one. Nice one.
Again, fucking 5 questions. So you got the answer. I don't get the answer any around here.
But that's the thing. I actually made a salmon and knowledge video, and I joked that it was Cú Chulainn that ate the salmon and knowledge. I was like, oh wait, no, sorry, Finn McCool. And because people like, you know, in normal conversation will mix them up a lot because of the two big figures, and they do a lot of like really mighty and slightly ridiculous things. Well, quite ridiculous.
Do you believe in them?
No, they're mythological figures. It's like, do you know the story of Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome?
No.
No.
There's a foundation myth of the city of Rome that was founded by two brothers, Romulus and Remus, who were, I can't remember why, but taken away from their parents, raised by wolves, and inevitably there's a war between them, I'm quite sure, and Romulus beats Remus, and that's why the city of Rome's named Rome. That was literally, when I did history in school, like in primary school, that's a very, very, very first story they ever told us. That's a foundational myth. It didn't really happen, but it's a nice story, and to people over time, those kinds of stories were very important. Similarly with the Finn McCool and Cú Chulainn stuff, they're very important folk tales, but there's not really any historical basis behind any of them, kind of thing. They're important folk tales, and they might be based off of certain things that happen in certain places, but they're not real people, historically speaking, you know.
But that's the thing about folk tales is that people do say like they know it's folk.
Yeah.
I think I didn't know actually people got them mixed up, to be honest with you.
Oh no, they do big time. They do big time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We learned a lot about Cú Chulainn in school. That was a real high thing for me. Even primary, we started learning about him. So I didn't know that was a thing. But the the folklore, Ireland's real great for like so much of that, don't we have?
Oh, terrific amount. I mean, any country in general, I think is terrific for like for folklore and old folktales and all that kind of thing. I mean, like, people ask me, is Ireland any weirder than any other particular country? Because I got the page called Weird Ireland and all that kind of thing. And I'm like, no, not really. Everywhere's equally weird. Weird is just a matter of like familiarity and lack thereof familiarity. You know what I mean? Like, Ireland's got, could be 3,000 holy wells across it. We're not the absolute only country with those. England has them, Britain all over.
What's a holy well?
Really? What's a holy well?
Yeah.
Oh, holy well is a... the name might make it obvious, but I will give the 3 factors that make it, in my mind, a holy well. It's a revered place associated with water. I say associated with water because not all of them are wells in the obvious sense. If you go to Tobernagallt in County Kerry, that's a stream. That's not really a well at all, but it's still water.
Okay.
Number 2, they're associated with a venerated person. There's a lot of St. Bridget's wells around the country. There's a lot of St. Patrick's wells around the country.
As in these created these wells, is that the whole thing behind it?
Normally that's the mythology behind it. Normally that's the folklore behind it. They had some kind of association with it. But there's lots of, like, outside Mullingar, there's one called St. Ian's Well, EYON. And you will not find any real record of who St. Ian is. I've been to St. Ian's Well, but it's probably just that the hill that it's on is called Knock Ian, and they just assumed it was a St. Ian and named it after that. Not all of them. Like Tumor de Galt as well in Kerry is not associated with a holy or venerate person as I'm familiar with. Tumor de Galt translates to English as well as the mad. And that's where we get onto the last point of the 3 points. Not absolutely always, but very, very frequently they're curative places. They'll have a traditional kind of folk cure attached to it.
Okay.
Tumor de Galt is a famous traditional cure for madness, that if you drink the water of the well and you're mad, it'll send you sane or something like that. Some people have said that there's meant to be a particular concentration of lithium in the well, and lithium can be a component, like a chemical that can be good for even antidepressant or that kind of thing like that. So it might be, some people have kind of postulated behind that kind of thing. Batteries, yes, also the Nirvana song. And
lithium, what's a lithium battery?
What's a lithium battery?
Yeah.
You'd have to ask the rabbit. Or is it a rabbit that does the lithium batteries? No, what's the animal?
Duracell.
Yeah. That's not an animal, but
I don't know if that's a lithium battery. I got to grab it.
you all right?
Yeah, I'm alright.
This happens when he gets emotional.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's just so proud of being
I wanted
Irish.
to ask, obviously,
Yeah.
I said there about the weird Ireland. What's the weirdest thing they've come across?
In all of Ireland?
Yeah, and this is a follow-up question. I'm going to ask it now in case you forget. Was there anything that was too weird?
Oh, well, the first one, I'm going to say, I've been asked that a few times, and the one I would bring up is, have you guys ever been to Knock in County Mayo?
No.
No,
You
that's
know?
a holy place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Tell us a bit of the story about that.
So Knock in County Mayo is the site of a holy apparition it's the 19th century. I think it was 1869. I could be a little bit off of that, but it was around there, where a figure of the Virgin Mary appeared to, I think it was 9 or 10 thereabouts people, on the gable wall of one of the churches there. And she appeared with St. John and St. Joseph as well, I think, for a few minutes. And ever since then, the place has gotten very known for that Marian apparition. It's not the only place in the world. Lourdes in France is well known for that, and people pilgrimage to there for that reason. Medjugorje in Bosnia and Herzegovina is known for the same thing. And Fatima in Portugal is known for the same thing. But those would be like the big four in Europe: Fatima, Lourdes, Medjugorje, Knock. And
is that world known as well?
Yeah,
Like, I know I've heard of Knock. Wait, what's the one in Ireland?
Knock.
Knock, yeah, I've heard of that, but I don't know if that's just an Irish thing.
That's an Irish one in
Would like
particular.
people from France and stuff like that come to Ireland to see that?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, people pilgrimage there, 100%. Yeah,
That people just behind Lourdes in
Lourdes is kind of number one, I'm going to say. Medjugorje is a lot more recent, I think. And Fatima is very well known. People from Ireland would definitely pilgrimage to Fatima. I think Lourdes would be one, Fatima would be two, but I'm kind of guessing on that point. I haven't pilgrimaged to any of those ones, to be honest. But Lourdes is the very, very, very big name.
So what was weird about that being the weird? You said that was the weirdest.
Because when you go there, Knock is not a big place. It was not a big place when this happened. It is still not a big place by any stretch of the imagination. But when the apparition happened, there was one church there, which makes sense. Now there's 4 churches there, and one of the churches is so big it can hold between 5,000 and 10,000 people in the one go.
Oh, good.
That's bigger than a lot of the music venues in Dublin that you can have gigs at. You know what I
bigger
mean?
than Figure Street.
Yeah, it is bigger than Vicar Street. Yeah,
Jesus.
and this is not a big place, and it's really in the middle of nowhere, and it's not on the tourist map. Really, it's on the pilgrimage map, big time. But it's not on the tourist map. When you go there as well, it's very, very common in many households in Ireland to have bottles of holy water from Knock. It's actually very common even to see bottles of holy water from Lourdes. I've seen that loads of times. But when you get a bottle of holy water from Knock, you're not like going to like a crucible to like get the water out of. There's just a tap on the wall and you press the button on and infinite holy water comes out.
Really?
Like, well, keep in mind, to be holy water, it has to be blessed. I don't know how you bless that much water at the one go.
Oh my God.
Because it's just infinite holy water. The town, which is, like I said, not big at all, has 3 or 4 shops that are just dedicated to selling what I've described as like kitsch Catholic paraphernalia. You can get like a Mary on anything. You can get like a holy water vestibule for apps in any shape and any size and anything like that. Well, like, there is particular times a year to visit there. The apparition happened in August, so that's the big time of year to go there. And May in general in the Catholic calendar is a month of Mary, so that would probably be big time to go there anyways. But anytime you go there, you're going to see like nuns going around the place and monks and friars going around the place absolutely any time of the year. And like, you don't really see those that often in Ireland anymore at all.
Yeah.
And
What's
like,
a monk and a friar? What's that mean?
oh, well, they're both kind of like,
Not like an air fryer.
yeah, something like that. Well, like a monk, yeah, but like a friar, like, I don't know. I never know what the difference is between them, but
The big hat on them and the big gown.
no, they wear the brown gown, but they don't wear hats. I remember.
No,
you
they
know?
have the bald spot now. Monks
Oh,
have
that's
bald.
pretty a tonsure. That's like a very medieval thing. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very tonsure of you, actually, wasn't it? I've never seen
What
him
does
in so
tonsure
tonsure.
mean?
huh?
What does that mean?
A tonsure is, if you look at my most recent what do you call it, post on Instagram, because I was promoting the live show I'm doing, I have my hair shaved into a tonsure.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
I thought that was AI. Is that real?
no, that's real.
Ah,
Yeah, that's
right,
real
right.
tonsure. Yeah, and a tonsure is like a medieval monk haircut. It's where you
Oh,
like.
that's what it was actually
It's,
called.
yeah, it's called tonsure. Yeah, it's where you shave the entire middle here and you shave these two sides here. So you've got an island here,
Yeah.
and then you got a ring of hair here, and you shave underneath it there too. And
Oh my
That was,
God,
where
man.
did they do that?
I really don't know. I was actually talking to a guy about it because
Because
there's
were they like celibate, those lads?
oh god, yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
so
oh,
they were
absolutely,
like,
yeah.
fucking try get every woman away from me. Do this haircut, that old.
So what?
So that was the weirdest. Was there anything that, well, I suppose you'd probably just do it anyway. You wouldn't back away if it was too weird, but
I don't know. It'd have to get pretty weird. I've never backed out of anything, to be honest, like that. You know, I never really. I
what
never really
about,
got
was there
spooked
any,
to that.
have you ever had any like weird interactions while you're going to a weird place? Not a weird place, but say if you're going to a church, have you ever had,
Like, you
I
know,
don't
angels
know.
appear in front of me or this sort of thing.
I don't know, whatever.
He told me there on the way in about one of the things he did. He hitchhiked from the top of Ireland down to the bottom of Ireland, man.
Yeah, that's
Hitchhike.
nuts.
I'm not the only person to do that, but I used to hitchhike a lot. And I hadn't done it in years, and then 2 years ago I was like, okay, go on. I said to my cousin, we'll hitchhike from Mallinhead to Mizenhead, and that's the most northerly point of Ireland, it's the most southerly point of Ireland. And the goal was originally to do it on the summer solstice, so it was like, could you do it from one end of daylight to the other end of daylight? He ended up doing like a month later in the end, but yeah, it took us like 18 hours or something like that. It didn't take long at all, to be honest.
Did you get any weird characters in the cars?
Definitely,
Yeah?
yeah. But that's like pretty common with hitchhiking. You know, mostly people are like, everyone's really, really helpful and really, really nice and that kind of thing. But like, one thing you'll get a lot is like somebody that's really, really dying to like pontificate their religious and political ideas. at
We
you.
have to explain to us what pontificate means.
That's
not
Pontificate
even-
means-
that's not even one that happened on this trip, but that's definitely happened before.
Like you
You'll
just
have
bombard them with like, this is your
yeah.
chance now to just go balls to the wall, everything you want to get out, like,
Right,
because
right.
they're trapped with you.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
You're trapped,
You're
like-
stuck with them till like, you know, you get out wherever, and
Yeah.
then, and they're doing you a favor, so you have to politely listen to whatever they're going on about for a very long time. Yeah,
Is
that's
it
happened plenty
easy
of
to
times.
get picked up? Like,
Ireland's very, very easy. I've done it
Really?
in
Yeah.
Ireland. I've done it in the UK. I've done it in France.
I actually nearly
Germany.
picked up this lad the other day. He was running for the bus. He was about 50, and I thought I'll fucking stop for him, and then I just fucking had already gone. Like,
Sometimes they're standing in bad places and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to know where's good place and bad. So he might be just in a bad place.
he wasn't even hitchhiking. He was trying to run for the bus. So I said I'll give him a lift up to the bus stop because
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
miss his bus.
Well, see, that's what's like in Ireland. It's very common, especially on country roads, to see somebody not even hitchhiking, but they're walking, and you'll be like, "Oh, I'll stop to see
See-
if they're probably not going far. I'll bring them
Yeah.
wherever." That's really common. In
My
Ireland,
car was a
actually.
bit messy as well, so I was like, I don't want them to judge me. Like, would you judge someone now if you got in their car?
No, never. I've been in crazy dirty cars. and
Really?
hitchhiking. Yeah.
I remember I used to go down to this farm with my uncle, right? It's a real weird situation. My uncle, his wife, her side of the family had a farm down in Clare or something like that. And we used to always go down, and they had like a lot of farm animals. It was class, but one time the dog got sick in the car.
Yeah.
Oh, it was disgusting. That's it.
That's it.
We're just talking about cars,
Dirty cars,
stuff
like,
in
you know.
cars, like.
Yeah.
That wasn't good. That was bad, like.
There you go.
You know, when you were up the highest point of Ireland, what's that place called?
Oh, Mallinhead.
Mallinhead,
Yeah.
and you went to the pub there, did you?
I did. I was telling you in the car up. I cannot remember the name of it. It's the most northerly bar in Ireland.
And is it true with the altitude? Like, I know it's Ireland, it's not mad altitude like you're here in fucking Colorado and all that shit.
Oh,
But
yeah, go on.
did
yeah.
it point hit you? Like, did you have a point to be
it's
like?
It's not high in terms of altitude. It's high in terms of like longitude or,
Right.
or latitude, one or
festival.
the other. Yeah. There's a longitude and latitude festival actually. One in Ireland, one in England. If they're both still going. But no, it's not high altitude. I actually don't know what the highest altitude pub in Ireland is. I used to know all these. Give me a minute here. I think I used to know it.
And in Ireland, would that knock you out? Is the altitude that high?
No.
Not knock you out, but when you have a point there, it would hit you big time.
I even think if there was a bar at the top of Carrauntoohil, and that's the highest point in Ireland, I don't even think that would knock you out. I don't think that's that high, unless you're drinking in the Himalayas or the Andes or something like that.
Yeah.
You absolutely can go to Irish bars in the Himalayas. That absolutely is a thing. The highest altitude Irish bar in the world is in the Himalayas, I'm pretty sure. Did you ever see that one?
No.
Oh, they have to get their kegs up on like donkeys and that kind of thing. There's
Jeez.
no roads.
I
Like,
heard this.
You would have seen the videos.
I
Yeah.
wonder if that affects the beer with the bubbles in it. Maybe.
By that stage, it's flown from God knows where. And it's come
Yeah.
over trains and everything.
From a tap and knock.
And then you're in the Himalayas, and so you're just happy with what you're served. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
fair.
I find all that mad interesting as well. I'm a wrestling fan, right? And there's a
oh,
wrestler.
really? You like pro wrestling, or like Olympic wrestling? Or
No,
that?
pro wrestling.
Oh,
yeah.
groovy. Yeah,
Yourself?
groovy. Oh, I got into it. Like I remember, like in the 90s, even if you weren't a fan of it,
You were into it.
everyone knew what it was. Everyone knew who.
It was
even if-
culture, like,
it was culture.
yeah.
Everyone knew who The Rock was. Everyone knew who Stone Cold Steve Austin was. Everyone knew who The Undertaker was. Everyone knew who Triple H was.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't like wrestling.
100%.
Then it got less popular, and you wanted like, I didn't know who Edge or any of those people were until I saw the Vince McMahon documentary, and I thought it was so good. It kind of got me back into it.
That was crazy, that wasn't it?
It's a really well made documentary. It's
And
a
there's actually
super well made documentary.
And that's
Yeah.
still going on at the minute, how that ended.
Oh yeah.
With the court case and all, which
Oh,
I
right.
don't know, Vince McMahon owns WWE, he's getting done for sexual abuse.
Yeah.
And it's just very fucking interesting at the minute. But anyway, there's a wrestler that's after just doing Everest. I'm just going to talk about altitude and all.
Who?
Darby Allin, his name is. Shout out Darby Allin, he just won the AW
Shout
championship
out
last
Darby
night.
Allin.
But he did
Was
it.
it actually
and
last night? I pre-recorded it.
Well, two weeks ago now. But he was talking about, he did a podcast.
And when did they
then.
write down that he was
Fuck
going to
you.
win that? About 3 years ago, probably.
Fuck you. He
Scripted.
he was talking about the whole thing about. I don't know why I'm getting into this, just because we're talking about like
Altitude.
and all,
Yeah.
Everest and
The altitude era.
Yeah, and this
That is good. I like that shit.
that's good shit, man. But yeah, it just had the different points. There's like 3 different points as well. I think is there a bar on Everest? Am I making that shit up?
I don't think there's a bar in Everest, but Everest is in the Himalayas, and there is an Irish bar in the Himalayas. That's a huge mountain range spanning
Right.
many countries. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's my little Everest story there. Anyway,
Are you big into the Irish pro wrestler scene? Do you know much about that?
as in the lads that made it to the States in the
No.
end. No.
There is Irish wrestlers in the WWE and all that kind of thing, and other leagues like that. Absolutely. But no, the scene that occurs in Ireland and
Not
shows in
really.
Ireland. Do you know anything about
I
it?
would have gone to 2 or 3 shows before, but I wouldn't be up to date
What's
now.
our mate's name? The Irish
The
Bull?
the Irish Bull.
I don't know him. I was at oh god, what's the name of the
OTT, over the
OTT. I was at an OTT
yeah.
one in Ashburn in January.
Yeah, good shows.
It's so much fun.
Good
It is
shows.
so much fun. I mean, people are really going nuts. People are like going back at like the heels and all that kind of thing.
It's very entertaining.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun.
It is, that gets me going, man. I love that shit.
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah, there's a lot of kids at it. It's very like a child friendly kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it really is terrific. It's not expensive to go to.
No.
And that one promoter does maybe 2 a month or something like that, but there's other promoters too. It's all year round. There's shows going on in Ireland.
yeah,
You know?
and
Yeah.
they get big names over sometimes.
Do they? Yeah.
They have one big name that they'll get over, so they fly him over.
Yeah.
And they
Big,
do.
huge, real long name, hard to pronounce it. Lebowski.
Don't, sorry about that, man. Lebowski, why you made you say that?
I just pictured L and then like a Polish name with like W's and T's and S's and I's and
Imagine how
K's.
funny it'd be right now if he was like, fuck, they know my name.
I wouldn't let it know. And here's the great thing behind like, you know, the name Brinsley not being my real name. It's like, imagine you chose your fake name as like, I don't know, Brian or something like that, and then somebody shouted Brian on the street. Do you turn around to look? And I swear to God, every time somebody shouts Brinsley, I turn around to look, because who else are they talking to? You know?
Yeah.
You have to do that as well. Keep it up.
I mean, who else are they talking to? Like, there's literally, like, Brinsley is a name that exists. I've heard stories of people with the name Brinsley. I've never met one, and I'd say that if there's any in Ireland, maybe 1 or 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
But it is a real name. It's an Irish name, like over 100 years ago, and kind of like higher class name. As
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Even your man, I forget his name now, but that went by Brinsley McNamara, he's dead now, like 8 years. And even then, he probably was like a rare Brinsley, like, you know what I mean?
He got that name from both sides of his family. He had, on one side of his family, he had a relative with the first name Brinsley. On the other side of his family, he had a relative with the last name McNamara.
Oh, really?
So that's where he got his name from. Yeah,
It's mad.
Yeah. So he did actually have a relative with the name Brinsley, first name
Yeah.
Brinsley. Yeah,
Okay.
it should make a comeback, and I like to think with me promoting it will make a comeback.
There you go,
It'll
man.
be very, very, very weird if I hear people with the name Brinsley, to be honest. But I think it'd be a wonderful thing.
It'd be even weirder because you know you could be a reason why they call that.
I would be shocked if I was not the reason.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's a mad one.
See, when you're going to the sites to see different stuff, did I ask this a minute ago? I feel like I have deja vu that I asked something like this. But are you going to places that are open to the public all the time?
All the time, yeah.
Have you gone down the road of maybe open to the public?
God, I made a video in the really, really early days, and I was under kind of half the impression you were allowed to go in there because there was a big signpost. I'm not going to say where
Ladies'
it is.
bathroom.
I'm not going to say where it is or what it's called. The video did terrific numbers, but it was on a farmer's land, but there was like a signpost on the outside saying this thing is in here, come on in, and then you go into the field and there's cattle in there. But there's a signpost then again in the middle of the field saying the thing you're looking for, which I'm, vaguely not naming, is over this way within the field. And those you go over to the thing and it's there. And there was signposts saying you could go in, telling you where the thing is, but there was still cattle in there and that kind of thing. So I knew it was a little bit not quite the thing. But the main thing was it was one of the first videos, and I didn't think that many people would see it. And I was not the first person to cover it online. First person to do it in video, yeah, but there was bloggers that had it uploaded, back in the 2000s, that kind of thing. But it did, like, within 5 days, it did on every platform and all through cross-sharing, I'd say 4 or 5 million views or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
And then, like...
So we're pro-trespassing, are we?
No, not at all. I got word that the farmer wasn't... The farmer actually doesn't mind locals going in there at all because he doesn't.
Maybe farmers doing the shouting Brinsley everywhere. Brinsley!
No, there's a lot of locals do go into the place and that kind of thing, but it was just too many people, and I didn't even think it would get that big, and I didn't think so. Eventually, I got word of that, and I took it down and all that kind of thing.
Oh, really?
I took it down on every platform because it wasn't the right way to go about it. And ever since then, I've made it my business to be places that you can absolutely 100% go there. Even if you have to pay in, whatever, as long as you're allowed to be in there absolutely every single time since. Yeah, no, I learned my lesson very early on.
I wouldn't mess with farmers' land and cattle.
It's not fair on them because, they've got insurance and all that kind of thing, and
plus they shoot you,
cattle are skittish and well, I don't know if a farmer shoot you. If you shoot your dog, no, they could anyways. But,
fair play to you on that, to be fair, taking it down and stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to put somebody out like that.
Oh, you took the video down?
Yeah, on every platform.
Shit,
I
missed
Because that's kind of him promoting people, go here, do this, like.
Oh,
yeah. Not allowed to do that,
like. Get that big, and I didn't think it was that big. I don't know, it's just what happened, And even to you guys in this podcast, I'm not telling you where this is.
No,
yeah. But what is your motivation behind running the page then? Is it just to show how cool Ireland is, or... Because you talk a lot about events and stuff like that, so you want people to go out and do all this stuff themselves.
Yeah, I love going to these things myself too, so it gives me a good excuse to do it myself. But if I can share the world, share Ireland with the world, that's a terrific thing too, And I don't know. I can't picture what else I'd want to do. You know what I mean? Any other job I've had where I like just working in a kitchen and like you're there 5 days a week or more for 12 hours a day and you got nothing, you're just looking at the same place over and over again, just wasn't all that fun after a while, But getting to go meet people all the time and go to places all the time and kind of is terrific fun, you know what I mean?
Wrote a book, now doing a live show.
Yeah, I got a live show in Sugar Club 27th of this month, April. I don't know when this podcast is coming out, I don't know if it's before or after.
Not Wednesday coming, the Wednesday after, so is that a good timing?
2 days after it already happened.
What a show, man.
That's okay.
That was class.
Yeah.
What?
I was going to say what a show.
You can probably move it around.
Say next week.
Are you guys going to go around?
Yeah, we could do this next week if you wanted to.
Yeah, we can do next week.
Oh, if you want to.
Yeah, look at the camera and give yourself a shout, man.
What camera? Which one?
This one over here is yours.
That one's me, yeah.
That one, yeah.
Am I doing the thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, man. Well, I'm Brinsley McNamara, and Weird Ireland's first ever live show in Dublin City, County Dublin, is happening on the 27th of April in the Sugar Club. Tickets are available on ticketmaster.ie. And it'll be good to see you there. It'll be a fun and intimate night of storytelling and crack with myself and Kevin Larney from the Shy Talk Irish History Podcast. We'll be covering topics ranging from holy apparitions to cryptid sightings and all that kind of thing. So, it'd be good to see you there.
That's unreal. That's a spot. By the way, he told me on the way up that he's never done. He did where was he? He did one show.
I did a live talk in Mohill, County Leitrim in February this year. And I've done a live Q&A in Mullingar last year, but I didn't prepare anything for that. That was just a Q&A,
But I was like, that's class, even in the
car.
car.
Did you not do John's thing?
Oh, yeah, shit. Did you do in the Rascals? Did you do something there?
Academia?
Yeah.
No, I didn't do it in the end. No.
Oh, right.
You just told us he was reaching out to you there, because that's...
Oh, yeah, okay, because, well, even at that, though, that's not... Yeah, I know what you mean. Our teacher we used to have runs that. He actually...
Oh, John, that guy.
Yeah, he actually told us to reach out to you.
Yeah, I went to one of the events. A buddy of mine, Balor, Tommy Breen, is that his name? I just know him by his stage name, Balor, most of the time. And he was doing a storytelling at that, and I hadn't seen him in years. I hadn't seen him in like 4 years. So I said, all right, come down and I'll check the thing out.
Yeah.
And I'll chat to John about the whole thing of that. But no, I haven't done a crack at email yet.
Does Balor, what's Balor mean?
Balor is a mythological Irish kind of villain, Balin of the Third Eye. Is that what it is? He's like, oh damn, how does this go again? Is it in a lot of ancient Irish mythology, there's kind of like the bad guy, slightly demon, you could describe them as race, called the Fomorians, and Balor is like the king of them, and he's a third eye, and he gets killed by I think a slingshot in the third eye. Is that what it is? I don't know the full thing. Balor O'Brien would be the guy to tell you. Tommy would be the guy to tell you. But,
Man, there's a guy, a wrestler in WWE that's named Finn Balor. And he has a persona where he comes out as a demon.
Oh, yeah? It's based off that. No doubt based off that. 100%. Yeah.
I never knew that.
There you go. Irish mythology, wrestling, it all links in, all that kind of thing, you know?
Holy crap, man. That's a good one. I want to look up about that.
No word of a lie. Some of the earliest, I mean, we know the big, is it Sheamus is the big guy right now? Who's the Irish guy in the WWE?
Yeah, and Finn Balor as well. They'd be the two big
Finn
guys.
Balor. There's older ones. There's guys going back to the 1930s in the really early days of, before the golden age of pro wrestling, even in the, the 30s, you wouldn't even call it the golden age. That's prior to the golden age.
Yeah, golden age you call it the 80s.
Is it? Yeah. But this prior to that, but it's still pro wrestling. There was a couple of guys. Dan O'Mahony is he from Sneem? There was one guy from Sneem County Kerry, and there's another guy from Ballydehob County Cork. One of them's Steve Casey. Steve Casey is from Sneem County Kerry, and Dan O'Mahony's from Ballydehob County West County Cork. And they're both Irish guys, both from these towns. If you go to Ballydehob and if you go to Sneem, you actually will see statues of these guys there.
Really?
But these are honestly really early names and champions in professional wrestling in the United States of America in the 1930s and 40s. And there's even, it's not impossible that early forms of wrestling from Ireland, wrestling styles from Ireland. Have you heard of collar and elbow wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah, the collar and elbow wrestling, or some other variations of it. There's a few kind of Irish type wrestling. Collar and elbow wrestling is the one that people are reviving the most now, but those other ones, we just don't know that much about them, so it's hard to revive them.
Collar and elbow?
Collar and elbow wrestling is a kind of wrestling where you have to, the opponents that face each other, you have to grab each other by two places, by the collar and by the elbow, the sleeve of the elbow, and you have to maintain that grip the entire time. And you're trying to take the other guy down, so you can use kind of like tugging them at that kind of thing. Some forms would let you kick them, but not all of them will let you kick them.
And that's what they just keep
that
doing.
Was wrestling until you took the other guy down. Yeah, absolutely.
That is awful.
And it's not impossible that early professional wrestling in the USA was influenced by this style. So it was a big Irish connection with pro wrestling in the USA and hence abroad since the beginning, all honesty. Yeah.
Man, I think I'd call myself.
I got really, really into it at one point.
Man, but that's not even that point. That's like, I know you're into wrestling, but I think that's mad. That sounds like anything Irish. No matter what it is here, you know you're fucking shit. Like,
yeah,
just history.
Right things.
Like, give us something.
Well, it's like when you asked me about The Rock doing a mace, and I hadn't thought about that in like 2 years, and I was like, oh damn, I don't remember. And like, you asked me about pro wrestling, Irish pro wrestling, I tell you like that. You know?
Yeah.
So it happens to me all the time.
That's amazing.
I know you have your live show, and you're probably going to tell a lot of stories on that. But is there any, like, what's your favourite? I don't know, maybe Irish tale that not a lot of people might know of historically, or
I think it will come up on the live show. But the story of the Lough Ree.
Don't tell it if you don't want to know.
Oh, I don't have to. But the thing is, I didn't mean that as a dig. I was just like, it's too hot in here. I don't know. You're wearing that bomber jacket or whatever it's called.
Man.
You know,
I know, orange green. I have to go with.
But I don't know. You ever heard of the Lough Ree Monster?
Yeah.
Loch Ness Monster.
No, Loch Ness Monster, different thing. Scotland.
That's
Lough Ree Monster.
Is Lough Ree in Donegal?
No, it's in it's split between counties Roscommon, Longford, and Westmeath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about this monster.
The Lough Ree Monster is a genuine reported sighting. Anyways, in the year 1960, May 1960, 3 priests. It really sounds like the setup for a joke, but it isn't. This was reported in the newspapers at the time. 3 priests in late May 1960 were out mayfly fishing. They were off the coast of Glasson, which is the County Westmeath side of Lough Ree. Lough Ree is really, really big, by the way, and that's why it's split between 3 counties. And yeah, at about 9:30 at night, they spotted something. I think it was about 50 or 100 yards away from where they were that looked like kind of like the picture of the Loch Ness Monster that you imagine, where it has like a head coming up like this and a neck coming down
it's
like
under
this.
The water and then back
and then
up.
it's got like humps in the back underneath the water and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They only saw for about a minute, a good distance off, and swimming through the water, coursing through it, and then it vanished. One of the priests actually did make a drawing of it, and when they went back to the mainland, they reported to the Inland Fishery Boards what they saw. And this led to a really big sensation in Glaston's pretty close to Athlone Town, which is on pretty much on Lough Ree. And it led to a really big sensation that summer where international and national fishers were trying to catch the Lough Ree Monster. The story goes...
Must have a huge net.
Huh?
They must have a huge net.
I don't know what they were. There were stories that they were talking about using dynamite. There were stories that they were talking about electrifying the lake to smoke it out.
Jesus.
One story goes that a barman, really as a advertising marketing thing, put up a £100, which was a lot of money in 1960, bounty if you caught the monster. And
what was he going to do with it?
Huh?
What was he going to do with it?
No, they make money off people coming in buying pints. You know what I mean? That's all he was going to do.
Thing, like.
That's why they never say the name of the pub. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'd love to know, because I'm wondering, is that bounty technically still going if you catch the monster, if I figure out what the name of the pub was? But none was ever caught. But the three priests did actually go to an inland fisheries board, like, I don't know if we want to use the word tribunal, but something like that, to like answer what they saw and all this kind of thing. And the tribunal came to the decision that they seemed even-headed, rational, and very familiar with the lake, and that they weren't making it up. But there was so many stories over what they did see. There's a lot of ones. One of them is that, pardon me, is that they saw just a bunch of barrels and debris floating in the lake, which is not very imaginative. Another one is that they saw a pike caught in some fishing line. Makes sense enough. Another one I find really interesting, one of the Inland Fishery Board guys said, who's a big fisherman, I suppose he would be from the Inland Fisheries Board, was that sometimes when otters swim on lakes, they swim in a line, like the way that ducklings and their mother will walk in a line.
Right.
And apparently when the water is cresting, it really looks like it's one animal going. That sounded like really the most convincing one to me, because
be it, yeah.
Especially from far away. You
from
can
far
picture
away,
that.
and even if you're familiar with a lake, you wouldn't see that often, you know?
Here's a question. I'm making this up on the spot now. Would you rather be one of those priests and actually see it, right?
Yeah.
And actually see it. So you've seen this animal and there's only three of you have never seen it before. Or you never get to see it, but you just know that it was really there. Does that make sense? 'Cause it doesn't to me.
It's almost like, would you rather people thinking that you seen it or not, and you didn't, or nobody actually knowing you seen it, but you did see it?
Yeah, so you're the priest and you've actually seen it. You know it's real. No one else believes you, but you've actually seen an animal that no one else has.
I'd rather see it. That'd be totally badass.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. You know what I mean?
It would be cool knowing that it's actually really out. Well, you would if you knew it.
I mean, it'd be totally amazing. It'd be totally cool to see the thing, because even if you figure out it's actually something that's not really that necessarily that remarkable at all, I mean, it'd still be cool to see it. I mean, the other idea is that was a prehistoric fish, maybe that was a bit out there. The last one, in no word of a lie, this story goes on and on, because the sighting was in 1960, but as late as 2001, an international team of researchers, you can get the footage of them online, went to Lough Ree to research this exact thing, because they came to the determination it was a fish called a lamprey. Fish isn't the right word. It's like a kind of eel. They call it a vampire fish. It doesn't have eyes, but it's got a lot of teeth in its mouth, and it's like an eel, and it sucks blood from things. They thought it was an abnormally large one of them could be the thing. And they came pretty conclusively think that that's what it was. So there is really so much behind. There's even anecdotal stories of farmers at the shores of Lough Ree finding cattle that have had the blood sucked out of them at the shore and stuff like that.
This?
There's stories like that. Yeah. There's a lot of people doing a lot of research on Lough Ree Monster. It's
just blood.
Seemingly just blood.
Seemingly.
These vampire fish guys.
Do you have what's your, I don't know if this could be completely out of like your has there ever been any UFO sightings in Ireland?
Loads, absolutely loads.
Has there?
Routinely.
I bet you in Mullingar.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Have you reported any?
No, never. I never seen one. But if you
are you lying to us now again?
No. I'm telling the God's honest truth.
Okay, right. So tell us
when if you look at the national papers, you're not going to see that reported. If you look at local papers, the local papers in Westmeath, they're Westmeath Topping, Westmeath Examiner. But every county has local papers. In Longford, it's the Longford Leader. In I can't remember all of them. Every county has the local papers like
Our
that.
local one did a little right up on us.
What's it called?
The Echo.
The Echo.
Does talent and stuff, yeah.
The Echo, yeah, because that's the Cork one. The Cork is the Echo as well.
It?
Yeah, the Echo, yeah. But the local papers like that, maybe once a year at least, will report on UFO sightings.
Once a year?
Yeah, thereabouts, yeah.
And you believe them?
No.
You know, because I asked there because, what's the main guy that was on? Bob Lazar. You know Bob Lazar?
I feel like I know the name. I'm not sure.
He's probably one of the most known. Carl, you know Bob Lazar? I'd say, yeah, he's probably one of the most known UFO related people. Like he was working in Area 51.
Oh yeah.
Area 51 is right, am I? Is that
Yeah,
right?
that's the right one. Yeah.
Yeah, and he left and on. He was saying that this is going on, and there's the aliens is a thing, and the UFOs and all this, and mad. There was people out to get him and all, and like he people are calling him a liar. People are saying you're crazy and all this. And this was years ago. Like this was the 90s, Carl, was it, or the 80s or something? Yeah.
In Ireland, like, or no? This
No,
sorry, this is USA.
Yeah, and he has footage of it apparently, right? And then there was footage of it that Logan Paul.
Yeah, of course.
So he actually got to see this, and he filmed it on the sly.
Yeah.
And it's basically 2 college students in the 90s went up to Area 52 and
51.
Yeah.
Why do I say 52?
I'm sure there is a 52. There must be a 49 and a 50
true,
as well. But
true. Area 51, and they got to a gate, like, because back then it wasn't as known as a thing, like, do you know what I mean? Like, not everyone knew what Area 51 was, and they got to the gate of this, of one, because obviously it's huge. One of the gates, they were on a little shitty camera recorder, like, in the 90s, they they were not good, like, especially not the disposable ones that you'd have as a normal fucking civilian, and the lights were on, right, and then it was dark out, and the lights went out, and they were recording this. And he was like, oh shit, it's gonna go dead. And he's like, fuck, duck. And something came up and it was orange, right? And they could see from the, your dashboard, there was a crazy orange light reflecting off that. And then they could catch it moving really, really quickly. And it was like a disc shape. And Logan recorded this, but he wasn't allowed, but he showed Bob Lazar. And Bob Lazar said the thing that's identified in that is exactly the same thing that he was seeing there.
Wow, incredible. I mean,
crazy, man,
I haven't
isn't
seen
it?
the footage myself or anything like that, but I've not seen footage that kind of compelled me, but that compelled you, Connor.
I think so, man. I think. What?
Wait, what the fuck does that got to do with Ireland though?
I just asked about UFOs.
Oh,
so-
sorry, I thought you were
that's
serious.
valid,
I
I
thought
mean,
you were going to
they're
throw it
from
back into
outer space. I
Ireland.
don't care whether it's the USA or Ireland, the UFOs,
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah. I think, imagine if they did come to Ireland, that'd be mad, wouldn't it? If aliens were to fall in front of Ireland, like.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, there's kind of accounts of, they're really not that serious of accounts whatsoever, but there's kind of ancient alien accounts related to Ireland that I don't take seriously at all, but that do exist. There's, Slieve in County Leitrim, Drumshanbo.
Yeah.
So near Drumshanbo, there's a mountain, Iron Mountain. Slieve or Iron Mountain, just the English name or Irish name. Funnily enough, the locals use both names. Sometimes they don't like in certain places when you use the English language name, but I've heard them interchangeably use both of them. It's fine. There is a very old mythological account of these kind of a godlike race called the Tuatha arriving to Ireland atop of Slieve and or Slieve whichever, and that they descended in clouds and this kind of thing. And there's a lot of ancient alien enthusiasts that like to postulate that instead of it being like a demigod type race of Irish mythology that came down, that instead it was like ancient astronauts and like they came down in cloaked ships and that kind of thing.
Oh.
So that's one related to that. There's also ancient astronaut stuff related to Newgrange, but I don't know much about that. And any old structure like that, thousands of years old, get that kind of a story attached to it.
Has Newgrange got a lot of like different stories to it? Because that's obviously a class place. Like.
Oh, it's a terrific place. Yeah, I've been there and everything. Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, any time of year you visit it, I mean, the big time of year to go there is the winter solstice, the give or take 21st of December, where if you're one of the lucky ones, you have to enter a lottery to do it. So the interior of Newgrange, I don't know if not everyone knows what Newgrange is. It's a late Stone Age, how do I put it, major monumental site in Ireland. It's shaped like a big broad hill, but it's got like a tomb within inside of it. And when you're inside of it, really it only fits about 20 people comfortably. It's not that big on the inside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not very big on the inside. There's a long passageway, but the main chamber only holds about 20 people. And because it wasn't made for people to be kind of hanging out in there all that much,
of course, yeah.
But every winter solstice, give or take the 21st of December, it's designed so that the sun of the winter solstice will shine down the passageway and illuminate the entire back chamber. Only around, specifically the winter solstice, but the slight days around it too. And
Wait, why? Why do they only want that on that day?
That's the only time it comes true.
But
There's
why?
not a way it doesn't full
Because
They
from
built it like that for that reason.
Yeah.
Well, why
that's
only
a
that
good
day?
question.
Like,
because once the winter solstice has occurred, now the days are getting longer, and they will be getting longer until the summer solstice. So once that event has occurred, the kind of bite is taken out of the year, and every day, every evening is getting longer thereafter. So that's a significant thing behind that.
Doesn't that blow your mind how hundreds and hundreds of years ago, Irish people are just that smart that they could build this thing and judge time by a fucking when a light comes through here?
Yeah.
How insane is that, like?
yeah, but
Makes
it's like
sense
they
to me.
doing like time clocks for years though. Well before that, wouldn't they have?
But bro, they did this out of a fucking Did they build that specifically for that? Like, obviously, yeah.
Presumably, yeah. Presumably, yeah.
Is that not crazy to you?
We can't
No,
know
it is,
exactly
man,
what
like-
their thought process was, but it does line up in that way, so we can assume that was the case, yeah. It'd be a massive coincidence if it wasn't the case.
Yeah.
There is some conspiracy theories that's not taken that seriously, that there is a particular structure within it called the light box, and that's the kind of passage that allows the light in, and particularly makes it illuminate on the 21st of December. There is conspiracy theories that, so Newgrange was built about 3,000 BC or thereabouts, maybe thousands of years ago. Yeah, 3,000 BC or thereabouts. And but it got forgotten for a very, very, very long time, because if it gets covered in grass, it just looks like a hill. That's all it looks like if you can't see what most of it is. And I think it was only in the 18th century it got rediscovered that this was an old passage tomb. And in the 1960s, very extensive work was done on it. These days, if you go to Newgrange, you'll see these white kind of walls all around them. Those are non-original. They're built from materials from around it, but it would have just looked like a grassy kind of stump before that. And the light box, there's people that like conspiracy theory and say that's not an original part of it, that was added into it in the 1960s and something like that, but that's not really taken all that seriously. Some people say it. So that's one thing there.
There's a Starbucks in it now as well, isn't there?
Starbucks? Not even, I don't think.
There's so many Irish conspiracy theories.
Oh, probably loads. Yeah. The biggest, my biggest one. I mean, the one that comes up a lot for me is that Leitrim doesn't exist whatsoever. But you know that one.
I just know everyone hates Leitrim.
Well, you know Leitrim. You know County Leitrim.
Yeah.
So there's a theory that Leitrim doesn't exist whatsoever. That really, if somebody is talking about a place in Leitrim, they're either talking about a place in Longford or Sligo or Roscommon or something like that, and Leitrim's not a real place, and nobody's ever met anyone from Leitrim or been to Leitrim, and it's all just kind of silly. There's a lot of the time these kind of more modern conspiracy theories are based off of like they're mostly said for fun, but they're based off of a pre-existing American conspiracy theories that are said for fun and just kind of relabeled. Yeah, there's one that the state of Montana. Is it Montana or is it Idaho?
No, there's one about Australia not being real, but there's like
I don't know about that one. There's one that birds aren't real as well.
yeah. But like, what would the reason?
Board in a long time.
Why would they say Leitrim isn't real? It's not like there's like.
It's the least populated county. It's the most rural county.
There's no moat.
It's a little bit far flung.
People just don't like it. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I love Leitrim. Lovely Leitrim,
It's
they
like
call it. It's,
making a dig.
Yeah, it's making a dig. So there's a few amount of people there and that kind of thing. But it's a really, really, really beautiful place. And I don't know. I think it's just a takeoff of the Montana doesn't exist conspiracy theory. And I wouldn't even say conspiracy theory. That's just like a fun, like alternative, reality fiction kind of thing.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of American ones that are based around towns and states that don't really exist. And I think it's just kind of a different version of that, a play on that. Yeah.
We need to get some Irish conspiracy theories going.
Yeah, we
Oh,
start
some more,
one.
yeah. Go on, yeah, let's hear it.
You start.
I start.
Yeah.
Well, you said it first.
No, he said it. Not
He said it. Go ahead, got her.
Oh my
Get
god.
6 out of whatever.
No, well, like,
I'll do the first bit, right? You know Cork.
Yeah.
You know Cork City.
Yeah.
You take over then.
You know it really well.
Yeah, pretty well.
Your turn.
It's an island.
Oh.
That's
but it
not good.
can't.
That's actually is true. Look at the map. It is the very, very city centre is an island.
It's not
Well, there,
conspiracy.
prove me wrong. Is that a conspiracy theory or?
What about this
Oh,
one?
man.
I can't think of one. Not good.
I have this is a man story. I think I've told this before, I'm not sure, but I know my cousin, right? So his great nanny was alive. I've met her.
Your cousin's great nanny, yeah.
So it's his
Your
nanny.
great auntie.
No, it was his nanny's. What?
Ma.
His nanny's ma.
Uh-huh.
He knew her. She was alive, like, right?
Uh-huh.
We were in her house. She's a big land. Half of the house, right, is in Roscommon.
Uh-huh.
And technically, half of her house then is in Westmeath.
And does she do anything about that?
If she's in a bad mood, sometimes Roscommon should
No, I thought you were going to say, like, when they're only allowed to watch the fucking Roscommon games on one side of the gaff and on the other side.
that would be
Or
good.
colour of the house was different, or
Yeah,
the
she
post.
painted. Yeah,
The post is
the
different.
post was different.
They're in different parishes. Half the houses in
Half the
different
house.
parish.
Yeah.
They built an extension on one side of the house, and the daughter lives out there. And now
She hates her husband, so her husband stays in Meath and she stays in Roscommon.
There you go.
Was that the conspiracy theory?
The accents are different, or something.
That's
You could have
pretty
said.
The accents are different. Fuck, man, I didn't have this ready. But she
I
used
mean,
to
like,
make.
there's definitely something there with Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland. We can make a conspiracy there about that.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty. I'm sure there's plenty on that kind of thing.
You want to go ahead and think of it?
It's far too hot in this room.
We're gonna finish up now anyway. Time just went there about 2 minutes
Oh,
ago.
did it? What time were you on?
Just over an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, if you have any questions, keep going by all means. But damn, these lights are hot. You
Yeah,
guys
no,
get that,
we'll
man.
rush. We'll follow
There's
you
water
up
there, by the way. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh, I didn't know that,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
I'll get
We
rid of that, yeah.
spiked a little nice concoction there. Bit.
No, we'll get you out here now. But is there anything else you want to? Do you know what? Can you hit us with a mad fact before we go?
They're
general.
hard to do that on the spot,
But
though.
he's after giving us about 100.
I know. I'm just giving him an out there.
What,
but
just a mad one? It can
Just
be
a mad
more
fact that
in
you think-
general, yeah?
Yeah.
No, well, you can be about you if you want, but don't be telling us anything too personal here. Brinsley.
The last time every single human being was on Earth was Halloween night, the year 2002, I think.
What?
Because ever since then, there's been at least one in space in the International Space Station.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I think that's the date. 31st of October, I think 2002, maybe it's 2000, yeah.
Man, that's very impressive.
That is. Do you reckon NASA or whoever's doing is like, we can't let someone come down because we're going to break that record. So we need to keep it and make that go longer.
I'd say they probably need to monitor equipment and stuff like that. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. You know, to be honest, I was scrolling TikTok like a week ago, and somebody, and like one came up that was like, oh, give me an amazing factoid, and that one popped up, so I was kind of pre-prepared in that kind of way, you know?
Nice, yeah. Fucking anyone's up in space, like, fucking Katy Perry was in space for God's sake, like.
She deserves to be in space now.
Why?
She's a good singer.
Yeah, so was fucking Madonna, man.
She put up a bit of Russell Brand and all
Well
for
said.
a while. So.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so she
no, fair play,
deserves it.
Katie. And man, we're gonna tell you what, because we are gonna finish up now. Carl needs to go as well. We're gonna put your link and all your tickets in our bio and all that shit, man.
Uh-huh.
And it's gonna be honestly, if anyone's listening to this, which they obviously have, I'd say it's gonna be class. Because if you're just fucking spitballing shit like that, you're like a fucking fountain of knowledge here.
Oh, thank you very much.
No, it's deadly, man. I'm really interested in all that shit. Like,
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
All right, no, thanks very much, Jeff. Well, thanks very much, Connor. Thanks very much, Carol over there. Cheers.
right, cheers,
You're a
man.
legend, man.
Yeah,
What
no,
was your
you're-
real name again?
He was closer.
Thanks, man. That was
Cheers.
class.